Hey, what's going on everyone? Fever here, back with another video, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the pump shotgun and the combat shotgun. Now, the pump shotgun, it was gone for a little bit, but I guess Epic finally gave in to people's pleas. It is back. We have the pump shotgun back in the game. It's been unvaulted, and now this is going to create sort of a weird flux in the game right now. We're going to have to sort of find out which shotgun is better, which one's better, the combat shotgun or the pump shotgun. Now, first I want to say something. It's probably not too fair to compare them, simply because it only goes up to blue rarity for the pump, and for the combat shotgun, obviously it goes up to purple and gold, so it's not really a fair comparison. So we're going to be doing a couple tests here just to find out which one's better, and at the end I'm going to give you my opinion as to which one I think is better. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Now, the first test we're going to do, guys, so we're just going to come to this guy and we're going to shoot at the closest range possible to give us an idea of how much damage it actually does at close range. So let's just bop this guy in the head. 136 damage and 68 to take this guy out. So 138 damage is the max damage we can do on these sentries here. Now let's test out the blue pump shotgun. 200 damage. So as you guys can see right now, the blue pump actually does more damage at maximal close range, so that sort of gives us an idea as for that. 136 is the top damage, and that's actually using the gold combat shotgun. So the blue pump is actually stronger than the gold combat shotgun, which I'm kind of surprised, actually. I didn't look up any stats beforehand or anything like that to give me any ideas. We're sort of just testing it. I'm learning as you guys learn. And let's just test out this purple one as well. So we got 130 with the purple combat, and we got 136 with the gold combat. So that gives us a sort of good idea. So actually, I'm surprised, to be honest, that the blue pump is actually stronger than the gold combat shotgun. Now we're going to have to test out a couple other things. So let's set up a little bit of a range here, because you're not always obviously going to be straight up in the dude's face and just pop him in the face like that. That's just not going to happen. So let's test out a little bit distance. We have about, I'd say about a length's width and a half or so. Still doing 136, so that's probably not far placements. Maybe I'll just we'll just skip that part. I guess I don't need all three, but whatever. So let's see when we're about 2.5 placements apart. 127. And now I feel that the pump's going to have a much bigger drop off, because as you guys can see with the combat shotgun, the spread is still a lot smaller, whereas with the pump, let's watch this, we're dead on his head. 75 damage. And the pump and the combat shotgun still doing almost 130 damage from this range. So as you guys can see, there's no comparison to the combat shotgun and the pump shotgun. As far as range goes, the combat shotgun, even with the nerf, it still dominates the pump. So I guess it really depends on what your goals are based on just these two tests right here. I can't really think of other ones besides range, obviously, how much damage it does from a distance, and you know what, let's do it. Let's just test one more here. Obviously, how much damage is it going to do from different distances? Let's see. I'm curious myself how much this will actually do. Still doing about 100 damage from 4.5 placements away, and the pump's going to do nothing here. 34 damage. And that's right on the head. So, as you guys can see here, there's a huge advantage to using the combat shotgun. I definitely say, guys, in most scenarios, you're not going to be this close to a person to be able to shoot them in the head. And in some scenarios, maybe, you know, if you're playing at like Neo Tilted or something like that, where you're more of a player who likes to use sort of the environment around you to shoot people in the face, or you like to surprise them where they'll run around a corner and you'll just bop them like that. But besides that, guys, I'd say in most scenarios, you're not going to be that close to where I'd say the combat shotgun, even the purple one, it just does too much damage at those ranges. So unless you're the type of player that likes to get, sorry, I'm just stuttering there, likes to get up close and personal, maybe box them in, then edit down on them, sort of like, I don't know. I'm sure you guys know what I mean, but like that, and then bop them in the face. If you're not into that, if you like to sort of keep your distance and play that sort of mid-range fight game, or even long-range fight game, I know they did nerf it, but it's still a very good shotgun from any sort of distance. Yeah, that's just insane, guys. The pump shotgun, although I'm really happy it's back, and I personally prefer it, even though it's not the better shotgun, clearly, from these tests. Still my favorite shotgun, but I definitely recommend you guys the combat shotgun. It's won this fight. Although it doesn't do as much damage at very, very, very close range, at every other range, it's still the better shotgun. And let's also not forget to mention before I end this video, guys, it has a higher firing rate as well. As you guys can see, the pump shotgun's firing rate is much lower. In the time it takes you to shoot 3 times, you could probably shoot 4 or 5 times with the combat shotgun. So again, I almost forgot about that. There's no comparison whatsoever. I definitely recommend you guys use the combat shotgun, because in all these tests that we've done, it's just sad. They need to. The only way they can make this a fair competition is if they lower the firing rate, or if they nerf the range of the combat shotgun again, or obviously if they improved, if they buff the pump shotgun by either. They don't really need to increase the damage. I'd say they just need to either increase the range or the firing rate, because look at that. That's just atrocious compared to the combat shotgun. But other than that, guys, just a quick little video. I hope you enjoyed it. We did settle the debate. I'm pretty sure that the combat shotgun, it's just too good compared to the pump. The pump is just it needs to either receive a buff, or the combat shotgun needs to receive another nerf, because the combat shotgun's just insane. Looking at this, it's ridiculous. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I do live stream here on YouTube. And other than that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again.